Hello, boys and girls. Today I am going to talk to you about another go together. Do this. If you can get your fingers to go together, you can probably get your sounds to go together too. And I'm here to help you with it. Today, we're going to be working on words that start with S. You may remember some of these from a different lesson. Oh, you can probably hear my switch. That's it, right in there. I also have some swine. That's what I call pigs. Oh, a swamp thing, a sweater, a sweet with a swirl, a sweat bee from a swarm, that's what I'm going to say. And do I have a sweeper? I guess I don't have a sweeper. You get the idea. Words that begin with sw. So I'm going to ask you to find something that begins with sw. I'm going to take some things out right now, and you find the one that begins with sw. Ready? Here we go. Oh, can you see him? I'll move him. Okay, we have topple piece, X, sweater, quarter. Listen again. Topple piece, X, sweater, quarter. Did you say the sweater? Very good. The sweater does begin with sw. Good job. Okay, let's do another set of words. Here we go. This time we have a peg, tape, a swan, and a dime. Listen again. Peg, tape, swan, dime. What begins with sw? If you said the swan, you are correct. Good job. All right, we're going to find another word that begins with sw. Here we go. Okay, we've got swamp thing, fork, bus, penny. Swamp thing, fork, bus, penny. What begins with sw? If you said swamp thing, you are right. Good job. Okay, we have one more to do. Here we go. I gotta find the nickel because we haven't done that one. Okay. We've got okay, I'm ready. I really promise I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Cup. You see it? Pencil, nickel, and a sweet. Cup, pencil, nickel, and sweet. If you said sweet, you are right. And a friend earlier today told me that this sweet has a swirl. It sure does. Hey, guess what? I have a lot of sweets. I want to show you them. Look at all my sweets. Okay, we're going to take all the things that begin with sw, and we're going to make a story out of them. Here we go. Once upon a time, in a swamp, there lived a very cranky swamp thing. Well, the swamp thing got to know a very kind swan. And the swan figured out that the swamp thing was cranky because he was so cold. So she got the swamp thing a sweater. The swamp thing loved his sweater. It was perfect for him. He never even sweat in his sweater. To thank the swamp thing had a party. He invited the swan. He, of course, wore his sweater, but I don't know if I can make that work. I bet I can. There you go. The Swamp Thing was wearing his sweater. He and the swan had a party, and at the party, they ate tons and tons of sweets. Okay, so those words are really fun words. And I like to come up with like kooky dances that go with words. So I think you should do this too. I think you should go on the computer or a phone and go on YouTube and type in "gonna make you sweat" and do the karaoke version. And you can make your own kind of dances. Like you could pretend that you were turning a switch on and off. Switch, 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 switch. You could pretend to put on a sweater. Sweater. Ooh, that's swanky, right? You could pretend to be in a swarm of sweat bees. You could pretend to eat sweets. You could pretend you were a swine eating sweets. You could pretend to sweep. You could swivel like you're in a swivel chair like I am now. You could pretend to be a swan. You could pretend to be a swamp thing. You get the idea. Now, what we're going to do is find another word that begins with sw. Now, I have maybe told you before, depends on how well you know me, that every letter makes a sound. You could also say that every sound could be written down with a symbol. And for sw, those symbols are called letters. This letter says s. You often see me do this. S. This one says oo. So, if you're looking for a word that begins with sw, you could use your eyes and look for these letters at the beginning of a word. Today we're going to try to find a word that begins with sw, but I know it's hard to see these. So, you could use your eyes to look for letters, or you could use your eyes and look at my mouth. When I say this, I smile. S. And when I say this, my lips come together. Ooh. See that? You could also use your ears because you can hear this windy sound. S. And this is pretty windy too. Ooh. Maybe not as windy. You can definitely hear those sounds. S, like a snake sound, and woo is like a washing machine. That's what I say. You could also say the words yourself and feel them on your lips. Feel how the wind comes through your teeth when you say s. Feel how your lips shake when you say ooh. Okay, so all those tricks, using your eyes, feeling in your mouth, and using your ears should help you find a word that begins with sw, like swine, sweat, swipe, switch, sweaty, sweater, all those words that we've been talking about. Okay, which one of these begins with sw? Are you ready? Let's try. Goat. Say it. Knee. Say it. Wing. Say it. Swing. Say it. I want you to point to the one that begins with sw. I'll get it closer so you can point. Did you say this one? You are right. Look, you can see the letters. They're right there at the beginning. Sw. You probably saw it in my mouth. Sw. And maybe you felt that air coming through your teeth. S at the beginning. Yeah, really good. Hey, I did try to trick you. There is a word a lot like swing. It's so similar, in fact, that it rhymes with swing. That means it sounds the same in the end. And I'll tell you something. The word that it rhymes with is hiding in the word swing. Okay, so let's see which two rhyme. Swing goat. Do those rhyme? Swing knee. Do those rhyme? Swing wing. Do those rhyme? Yes, they do. They sound the same at the end, and you know what? They sound great together. Rhyming words sound so great together that they make me want to dance. Like this. Wing, swing, wing, swing. They rhyme. Wing, swing. Sounds good. They do sound good, don't they? Really, really good. All right. Now we've come to the time that we need to attach these pictures to some things from my house. Okay, first up, I will attach the word wing to a boring old jar. Here's a little hint. I always pick the one that starts with go together for the cool thing. Okay? I don't really want you to pick wing. I want you to pick this. It is a sweet little sweat bee. Hi, sweet little sweat bee. It came to us from a swarm. If you want the sweat bee that came to us from a swarm, you will pick swing. Okay, here we go. It's time to pick. Do you pick wing or do you pick swing? Hey, if that's hard for you, no worries. Have your grown-up press pause and they can work with you. Hey, grown-ups, this is what I do. I have the kiddo say wing 2 times and then say swing, like this. Wing, wing, swing. Yeah. So also, grown-ups, at any point during this video, it would be a great idea to pause. If your child is ready to practice, have them practice. Okay, back to our vote. Did you vote for wing or swing? I hope you picked swing. Let's check it out. We have this sweet little sweat bee, and it shakes and shakes and shakes. So let's see if it makes your computer shake. Ready? Oh, it did. Now we're going to play a little game. We're going to see if things can stay on the sweat bee. We're going to start with this swan. I want you to say the word swan. You've heard me say it a lot of times, so hopefully your brain is thinking about this and then this. Ready? Swan. If that's hard for you, it's okay. Say his name first. Swan, swan. You know what? It's better to use your hands. Swan, because he's a swan. Swan, swan. Let's see if our swan can stay on the sweat bee. He fell right off. Sorry, swan, that didn't work out, did it? Okay, let's try the swamp thing. When the swamp thing comes out of the swamp, he does this. Womp, 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 womp. Let me hear you say womp. Do it again. Womp. Now do this. Swamp. Good job. Now we'll see if the swamp thing will stay on the sweat bee. No, you didn't stay either. Oh, I'm going to have to get that. I'm going to forget about it. Okay, next. Ooh, I have all kinds of sweets. I got to pick the best one. Okay, how about this sweet? Oh, you know what? I want to pick a sweet that is made out of wheat. So this one's perfect. Yeah, this sweet has gluten in it. It has wheat in it. So I want you to say wheat, because that's how wheat grows. It grows up. Say wheat, wheat. Now do this. Sweet. Okay, let's see if this sweet will stay on our sweat bee. Oh no, the sweet did not stay on the sweat bee. Okay, our last chance is this sweater. Now, earlier I was dancing to Gonna Make You Sweat in this sweater, and I did start to sweat. I mean, it's not like I got wet, but I started to feel sweaty. Hey, I want you to say wet. Do it again. Wet. Now change it to wet. Good job. And remember, you can press pause at any point. Okay, let me get the sweater on there. Ready? Maybe this sweater will stay. Nope, nothing stayed on our sweat bee. Oh well, thanks.